Hey guys, Adam with Grey Ghost Tactical, and today I've been requested by a couple viewers to redo my SAR Vest loadout. I had a construction crew in the background about halfway through it, so I decided to redo it. I got a nice quiet day at a park, and I'll run through it real quick. First off, you may notice I have some snake gators. These are an extra pair. Very nice. They're orange. They attach on and cover your shins and your feet for protection against briars and rattlesnakes. South Georgia, that's very important. These are extra large. They do come in different sizes, but these will help if a snake, if you happen to step on a snake or anything like that. Moving forward, I have simple camelback vest right here. What I typically do with that is I slide it up under my orange vest that you see in the background there, and on it has a power bank, solar power bank. It's got a flashlight on it and all, and this will dangle outside of my pack and let the sun charge it. If we're on a long mission, or if I just was unprepared that day, this will help me charge a phone or a radio or anything like that. Inside the pack, nothing in there, and nothing. I usually toted some electrolyte powder, like a Gatorade powder inside there, but apparently I'm empty. That's one good reason why you should recheck your gear, so that you're prepared and you kind of know what's in your gear and what's not. Doesn't take but one time to misplace it or not put it back in there, refill it, and then you're out. Not that this would kill me, drinking regular water wouldn't, but if you're hot and sweaty, and the sodium and potassium that's in the Gatorade powder definitely help to rehydrate you. So, all right, moving forward, I've got, this is a walking stick. You see the markings there? So each little notch like this, and this is an inch, and then each big notch is a foot. The way this is useful is, well, obviously walking through the woods, you can use it to push briars or move logs and stuff like that. But if you happen to get lucky enough to find a track, you can measure how long the suspect's foot is, and so I have 1 foot, 2 foot, I even have it marked there, 24 inches, 36 inches. It'll also allow you to measure their stride and step length, which is very important, because a lot of times you don't have clear tracks. You might have an impression of one. So if you know how long their foot is, so like take my hand for instance, here to here is roughly, well, roughly 9 inches. So if I saw a track, I could take and measure 9 inches out, and I should be able to find the other end of the track. If I can't, then I could go, let's say my step length was 2 foot, and I could possibly hold the stick at 2 foot and do a perimeter around the track to see if you could see, where I'd possibly had stepped, to look for another track. I have grip tape on it up at the handle here. Mainly that's for me to hold on to it when I'm sweating. I have some glow in the dark tape right there. That's for me to see this at nighttime in case I drop it. It also helps people to see me too. I could take and I could hold this above like bushes, and if they had a flashlight, or possibly they could see it glowing. I've also got cordage on here. The cordage is mainly for grip, but it's also in case I need to tie something up or out of the way real quick. I don't have to go into my pack to get it. And then I prefer the ones with the Y. That way I can, like I said, I can move sticks out of the way, or if there was a snake or something like that, I could use this to kind of pin it down. One other feature of these walking sticks is on the end you have a rubber tail cap like so, but you can also take the tail cap off and it has a tip. And again, you never know what you're going to meet going up in the woods. You know, could be a hog, could be a dog. I could just need this to kind of dig in and like help me pull up on the incline, which I'm in South Georgia, so not too much of an incline in South Georgia, but you never know. So now going into what y'all have been wanting to see is, so this is a very nice vest, and I actually don't know who made this vest. This was given to me by one of my former SAR members, and it has a nylon mesh up top, the bike materials mesh. The pockets are like a cotton canvas. It has reflective on it. So you have 1, 2, 3 pockets on my, it would be my right side, and then a D binder here. On the D ring, I tote a whistle. Whistle works great in an emergency situation, and also carries further than your voice. You can actually blow a whistle longer than you can holler or scream. These are pace count beads. I can show you a video on using those, but basically what you do is you have a certain distance measured out, and once you hit that, you pull up. It's usually 100 meters, and pull up all the way up until you get to 1, and then you pull this one up 1,000, and then you start back over. We use that on mainly training exercises, or if we're given directions to a certain point. Also attached to this D-ring, I've got an expandable pouch. I don't carry anything in the pouch. There's a pocket there and a drawstring here. I don't carry anything in the pouch. This is in case I'm finding something, or in case I need to tote something extra. So like a good example would be flagging tape, or not flagging tape, like flags. If I wanted to tote flags, if I want to tote extra glow stick, if there was something that could be possibly evidence and the police told me to gather it, I would put it in this pocket. Dog treats, if I'm working with canine, anything like that I could use that doesn't fill my pocket vest up would go in here. 90% of the time this stays empty. Okay, so starting with the top pocket down. Like I said, really good vest. I've got a compass. It's used for maps. It's a Brunton True Arc 5. It works really good. It's got a little ruler on it. It's got a magnification line on it. Decent little compass. Not terribly expensive. That's kept in my top pocket. Also in my top pocket is a magnifier, in case we're looking at a map, or in case I have to read something really small. Works great. This is also considered a Fresnel lens if I wanted to start a fire or anything like that, which most of our searches are resolved within 12 to 24 hours. We don't have long duration searches. Georgia's pretty flat, and we're mostly an urban search and rescue with, slight rural, but either way. Also in that pocket, I have these are cards, map cards. They came with the compass. There's 2 of them, like so, and they basically just help you plot and gain orientation on the map. Here, this is something that's pretty useful. It's a knot card. These are all, it's really nicely made, and it teaches you how to do knots real quick. You can write on these. They're waterproof. I just keep that in there mainly for reference. So that's pretty much all that's in that pocket. The second pocket right here is a zipper pocket. So that would ride mid-chest. Have flashlight with orange tape on it. This is a mag light. There it is with the twistable head. It's got a bright beam on it. That's usually my hand light if I need it. Have some orange paracord. This is useful if, like I said, if I need to tie something up or if I want to mark something. The orange would stand out pretty good. Also in this pocket, I have probably the most used item in this vest is my, I believe this is my Expedition admin pouch. It's got a Sharpie and 2 pins on it. Pins are different colors. It zips in this canvas pouch, and inside the pouch is a ride in the rain pad. Also in here is a $5 bill in case I need to get a taxi or make a phone call. And it has these little things, so if we are lucky enough to find a track, I can fill this out and I can send it and take a picture to the rest of the team so that they can see it and be aware. Again, I've got another measure that I cut down. This was from one of the classes that I went to, and like I said, by far this admin pouch probably gets used more than anything else, just because the note taking is the most important. So put those back. That's all that's in that pouch. Probably should add a Write in the Rain pen on one of those mixes since I got the paper, but so far I haven't had to worry about that. This bottom pouch here opens up. Got a tape measure, again measuring tracks, all sorts of things, measuring evidence. It does lock, so that's the important thing. If you did have to measure something and you could take a picture and you can lock it. It's a cheap one. It's green in case I lose it in the woods. Flagging tape, again, if I need to mark something. Duct tape, obvious, if I have to mark something or for repairs. That's 2 rolls of orange. Again, orange probably will work in most environments. I've got a chem light in case we're doing night stuff and I need to mark something at nighttime. Also have, see, prime reason why you should check your gear every once in a while. And this is a battery operated chem light, and it gives a nice purple, again for night stuff, but my battery's dead. So basically this is useless right now. Another chem light, again for night stuff, used marking. That's all that's in that tap, those 2 areas there. So now moving on to the right side of the vest, which would be the left side, I'm sorry, here. And I'm trying to make sure everything stays in. I've got a simple Baofeng radio with the extended range antenna. This is programmed into all of our local channels for search and rescue. I have the mic. It usually clips on up there, but it fell off. It's a great little radio, especially for starters. I know there's better radios, but you know, that cost me 30 bucks on something that I may or may not damage while I'm out. There's the radio. It's just a nice little pouch. It'll cover most radios that size. Moving down, I have a pouch attached here. I'm trying to make sure everything's in camera. Inside here, got a simple binocular. This is a 6x18, and field view is 9 degrees. And I keep that in there with a cleaning cloth just in case. Like I said, Georgia's pretty flat, but you never know. Sometimes we do rescue missions like after a hurricane or something. So, you know, you never know when you might have to see further than, or magnify something without getting close on it. The pouch is just basically paracorded on there, and I tied a knot around one of the loops. This is what's called a nursing watch. It hangs upside down. It's got a light, it's got a stopwatch, it's got a time, month, day, and it hangs upside down so that you can view it while you're working hands-free. A lot of times time is very important, or to keep track of time is very important, so that's why that hangs on there. Okay, this side pouch over here carries a multi-tool. This is something cheap that I got in a kit, but it works. Again, there's no telling, it's spring loaded, made by Bushmaster. So I believe it's got a reason I keep this in it. It's got a saw, measuring stick, and a file. Those are very useful if you ever have to. I carry much better like pocket knife and stuff, but if I have to beat on something, or if there's a chance that I might lose something, then I'd much rather lose this than I would something that costs me a lot of money. And it's in a nice little sheath. You know, that's out there for the tool use only. It's got a battery bank here. It's a 2000 watt or 2000 milliamp volt. It'll charge a cell phone, it'll charge a flashlight, charge my radio if I have the adapter to it, and then I just have the cable in there for it. However, I forgot that was in there, so I probably need to take that out and actually charge it. It's probably dead. Alright, so the last pocket on the front is this bottom one here, and a pair of gloves. They're leather lined palm sole gloves. These are, I believe they're mechanics gloves. These are actually Dickies, I believe. And but anyway, those are essential. Walking in the woods, you grab something, you know, or you have to lift something. That sometimes, like I said, if we're doing a disaster repair, you have to lift wood or like sticks or bricks or, you know, glass. These just protect your hands. And then got a more can't think of the name of the more, but it's the little small pocket one right there. It's stainless steel. It's made in Sweden, and that knife is more of a utility knife than defense. I have a Ranger band around the outside of it. You can cut that up, and you know, obviously use it to last year, but you can also cut it up as a fire starter. And so I have that knife. It's a great little knife, fits in the palm of your hand, it's comfortable to use. And again, you know, most of our searches are over in 24 hours. Most are over in 5 or 6 hours, really. So I have more gear in the truck, but it hardly ever gets taken out, mainly only for our camping once a year, our training where we camp once a year. I have this pouch attached by a carabiner. I think it was a sunglass pouch, and inside here got another chem light, got another pen. This is my headlamp. It's made by Quantum. The reason I like this is it has the regular, the blue, the green, strobe, and it actually fits my head. And it's got the 3-piece, which is what I like. And something like that, it's a necessity to have hands-free. And then I actually have the Azula orange here for my heavier stuff. This is kind of a redundant pouch, just to make sure that I have everything I need handy. The only thing that really gets pulled out of that pouch a lot is my headlamp. And like I said, the headlamp is essential. It doesn't have to be, you know, a $600 headlamp. That one's like 20 bucks, and it works excellent. So now, bear with me. I'm gonna turn the pack around to the back side, or the. So, if you can see that, yeah, I think I got everything in there. Yep. So this is pretty much like a book bag on the back side there. And what it has in it is find the zipper. So this big pouch here is pretty much my dump all pouch. It's got a microfiber towel because I sweat and because you may have to dry something off. It's got nitrile gloves in it. You never know what you may have to do. You may have to do first aid. You may have to do first aid to yourself. You may have to do evidence collection. All of this will keep you safe and clean. And then in here, I have a basic, like I'd say IFAC, but it's got stuff in here for me. It's got alcohol wipes, it's got toothpaste, it's got stormproof matches, it's got hand sanitizer, it's got Advil, Aleve, Motrin, gauze, bandages, combat gloves, quick clot, all kind of things in there. And it's pretty much my IFAC. So if I get hurt, that's what I use. Some of them will allow you to do it. We're in the process of getting the whole team up to the wilderness first responder, but we are not currently there yet. So me or my team, basically. And then this back pouch is Velcro. It's for quick access. Have an orange beanie. I'm bald. The sun doesn't like my head. And this also works if we're doing something like Project Lifesaver and we have a helicopter involved. If I wear this will kind of allow them to see me from above. Have an extra vest. I'm not going to open it up because it's got my affiliation to it. Also, I've got a orange beanie hat that's in there, and that's all I carry in that. So that's pretty much my personal protective gear. That's my bag. It fits nice. It weighs in right at, say, it was like 18 pounds. It was a little less than 18 pounds. And it has pretty much everything I need on a search. Now, to be honest, a lot of times I don't do the water, the Camelback. It's kind of a pain to clean. So what I'll do is I'll put a bottle of water or a bottle of Gatorade in this back pouch here. It seems to work out good for me. I can feel that it's starting to get a little I need to season it again, I guess is what I'm saying. The material's starting to get soft, so it's not going to be water repellent. But that's an easy process. And again, this is the video I just recreated for my search and rescue loadout. If you have any questions, call me, or if you want to see a video on anything in particular, just let me know. And the mower knife is called the Elris. All right, this is Adam with Gray Ghost Tactical signing out.